Football fans, get ready, because history has just been written in Brazilian football. A brand new star has officially arrived on the international stage, and his name is Estêvão Willian. On his very first appearance in a legendary yellow jersey of Brazil, the young winger made headlines with a spectacular goal that sent the Maracanã stadium into absolute chaos. Some are already calling him the new Neymar, and after watching his magical debut performance, you might just agree. Brazil faced Chile in their final home match of the World Cup qualifiers, a game packed with pressure, excitement, and high expectations. For Brazil, this wasn't just another qualifier. It was an opportunity to show that the Seleção is back in business under the guidance of Carlo Ancelotti. And for two players in particular, Estêvão Willian and Douglas Santos, it was a night to remember because both of them were handed their very first chance to wear the Brazilian shirt. The world watched closely to see if these fresh faces could make their mark. From the very first whistle, Brazil looked determined. They pressed high, attacked relentlessly, and kept Chile's defense on the back foot. Just 3 minutes into the match, Brazil nearly scored when a powerful header from defender Magalhães forced Chile's goalkeeper into a sharp save. Moments later, Casemiro found the net, but the goal was quickly ruled out for offside. The early signs were clear. Brazil were hungry, and the goals were coming. Among the attackers, Estêvão quickly stood out. With every touch of the ball, he electrified the crowd. His movements, his dribbles, his confidence, it all reminded fans of a young Neymar. Meanwhile, Raphinha kept trying his luck from long range, and Martinelli sent in dangerous crosses from the left wing. Brazil's midfield pushed forward, controlling possession and launching wave after wave of attacks. Yet somehow, the Chilean defense held firm, and frustration began to creep in. The breakthrough finally arrived in the 38th minute, and it came in the most dramatic fashion possible. Barcelona's attacking midfielder Raphinha unleashed a rocket shot from just outside the box. Chile's goalkeeper, Vigorix, made a brilliant save, but the rebound fell awkwardly inside the penalty area. That's when destiny called Estêvão Willian. Standing in the right place at the right time, the 18-year-old didn't panic. He didn't hesitate. Instead, he produced a moment of pure magic, an acrobatic bicycle kick that sent the ball flying straight into the back of the net. The crowd erupted. Brazil had broken the deadlock, and Estêvão had just announced himself to the world. One goal, one unforgettable moment, and suddenly, Brazil was leading 1-0. The Maracanã shook with chants of Estêvão's name. Fans couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. A teenager, making his debut, pulling off a goal of such beauty. It was the stuff of dreams. In that instant, comparisons with Neymar became louder. Neymar himself, who has often been seen as the face of Brazilian football, has always been described as on fire. And now, Estêvão was keeping that same fire alive with his dazzling play. As the first half ended, Brazil walked into the dressing room with confidence, thanks to that single goal. But it wasn't just about the scoreline, it was about the message. At just 18 years old, Estêvão Willian had not only scored, he had shown the character, flair, and determination needed to wear Brazil's iconic shirt. It wasn't an ordinary debut, it was a statement. For those who have been following his journey, this performance was no surprise. When Estêvão first broke into Chelsea's starting lineup, he made headlines by scoring on his debut there as well. Now, wearing Brazil's jersey for the very first time, he had repeated that magic. 2 debuts, 2 goals, and a reputation growing by the minute. This is what makes him one of the most exciting young prospects in world football right now. The timing of Estêvão's rise couldn't be more perfect. Brazil has been desperate for a spark, especially after struggling with consistency in recent years. With Ancelotti taking over and shaping a new vision for the team, fans have been waiting to see who could step up and carry the Seleção forward. And in this match, Estêvão gave them the answer. He didn't just score, he inspired belief. Douglas Santos, too, made a solid impression on his debut, showing composure in defense and contributing to Brazil's stability at the back. Together, the two debutants brought freshness and energy to the team, something Brazilian fans have been longing for. By the end of the first half, Brazil looked like the Brazil of old, full of flair, attacking intent, and joy. And while much of the credit goes to Ancelotti's tactical adjustments, it was Estêvão Willian who stole the headlines. His wonder goal wasn't just about breaking the deadlock. It symbolized the arrival of a new generation. So what does this mean moving forward? For Brazil, it means they might have just found their next superstar. For fans, it means the excitement of watching another prodigy rise to the top. And for Estêvão himself, it means a future filled with expectations, comparisons, and challenges. But if his debut is anything to go by, this young man is more than ready. From Chelsea to Brazil, from club football to the biggest stage in South America, Estêvão Willian has proven one thing: give him a chance, and he will deliver. As the Maracanã crowd roared in celebration, it felt like the start of a new chapter for Brazilian football. The legend of Neymar might continue, but the story of Estêvão Willian has just begun.